Just like all the businesses during the pandemic that shook the world, Jericho Rosales had no choice but to close his barbershop, Talas Manileño. And Jericho Rosales was heartbroken over barbershop business. Let's learn the whole truth. Jericho Rosales' heartbreaking experience. Talas Manileño, situated at Cubao Expo in Quezon City, first opened in July 2015, and it had a second branch in Balintawak, also located in Quezon City. During the deadly pandemic COVID-19, the government announced the closure of barbershops, salons, and spas as part of strict lockdown measures. These businesses were forced to shut down temporarily to adhere to social distancing measures and prevent the spread of the virus. This resulted in a complete halt in their businesses, leading to financial losses. Unfortunately, Talas Manileño was unable to resume operations, leading to Jericho and his business partners to make the difficult decision to permanently shut down the business in October 2020. In an interview with PEP, Philippine entertainment portal, conducted via Zoom on April 21, 2021, Jericho expressed that the most challenging part was saying goodbye to his beloved employees. He said, "It was one of the most heartbreaking experiences para sa akin as the business owner, because I had big plans for the barbershop. Not just for the barbershop, but to tell your employees that it's over and, to give them their final salary or 13th month pay or something, or whatever it is that you can give them, and saying goodbye to them is really painful," he added. Jericho said, "Then saying goodbye, personally closing the shop, and then personally collecting all of the things inside the shop and saying goodbye to it was really, really difficult. If you think this is sad, then wait till you hear more about what he shared about this distressing memory. We'll tell you everything. But before we move any further, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to get more video updates like this. Now let's continue. The barbershop was once his go-to place. Rosales mentioned that closing the barbershop was particularly challenging for him because it had been his safe haven in the past. "It was sad to say goodbye to my tambayan. It was one of those places where I can go on Sunday and, have a drink, have a haircut, relax. Now I cut my own hair," he said. The actor also said that he could relate to his nephew, former child star John Manalo, as he also had to lay off some of his employees. He said, "Even my nephew, John Manalo, he's more of a businessman than I am, and had to lay off more employees than me. It was really, really painful. He was crying and told me about it. It was so painful." With the barbershop closed, barbers experienced a significant loss of income. Many barbers rely on a steady stream of clients for their livelihood, and the sudden closure meant they had no means of earning money. Therefore, in addition to providing his employees with their last wages, Jericho went a step further to help them by donating some of the barber equipment from his shop so that they could have a fresh start. He said, "It is what it is. You can just do everything to help them and to give them a start," he added. "I did as simple as giving them clippers and, barbering equipment so that they can do some home service." That was truly a great step by him to support his laid-off employees in their new beginnings.
Yeah, I think what Hart is also trying to say here, it's over.
It's done.
It's done.
It's done.
How did businesses suffer in COVID-19? The COVID-19 pandemic was terrible in every aspect, but it had a disastrous impact on businesses across the various industries. Many businesses experienced a decline in customer demand as people practiced social distancing and stayed home to reduce the spread of the virus. Businesses faced significant revenue losses and struggled to maintain profitability. Moreover, non-essential businesses were forced to shut down temporarily, leading to financial difficulties, layoffs, and even permanent closures for some establishments. Businesses even had to adapt to remote work arrangements and implement safety measures to protect employees. However, some businesses struggled with the transition to remote work, like Jericho's business, and had to make this painful decision. Even if he had decided to reopen, it wouldn't have worked because some clients were still hesitant to visit due to safety concerns. Because as personal service providers working in close proximity to clients, barbers faced increased risks of exposure to the virus. This led to a decrease in the number of customers, resulting in reduced earnings for barbers. Despite all of this, Jericho Rosales hoped that he could bring back his barbershop business when the pandemic was over. And despite his optimism, Rosales knew that the impact of the global pandemic was beyond his control, leaving him with a sense of helplessness and the realization that there was nothing more he could have done. He said, "It could have evolved into something else, but sadly it didn't." All in all, the pandemic brought immense challenges, not just for barbers, but businesses across the world, affecting their income, job security, and overall well-being. This brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and goodbye.